Welcome back to the Man Cave's unboxing of the Dropfleet Commander Kickstarter, and this time we're going to have a look of the models. Now it's just a quick look of the cruiser and frigate sprues, and so we'll begin. So first of all we have the Scourge cruiser sprue. You get 2 cruisers per sprue. Now of course as in order to make some of the cruisers, you have to use the majority of the parts, but you're always going to have loads of parts left over. Now, the detail on these are lovely, and I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but no, of course it won't. But the ridges oh, there we go, the ridges and details like the Scourge ships are going to take a wash. Lovely. It's really going to make them pop. So that's the cruiser for the Scourge. Next up we have the frigate. Now one thing about I can see it's going to happen with the Scourge frigates and cruisers is because of their sharp edges. Odds are at some point we're going to catch them and they're going to snap. But again, battle damage, bit of bulk on metal, you're grand. Now, just a quick detail on them. You get 4 frigates on this sprue. Next up we have the UCM frigate sprue. Apologies again about the shaky cam, I'm just doing this quick on my phone. But here's the main body of the frigates, and then the pieces you use to add on to make the different classes. And again, if we can get it to focus. Can I focus? Yeah, there we go. We can see. Now one thing I have to say, just for the modeler in me, with the bare bones of the frigate sprue, that's the top side, it actually occurred to me that if you're going to have frigates left over, these could be easily converted into set pieces. So for instance, if you took this kind of ribbed piece here, glued it onto the side, I don't know how well this is going to show up again, onto the side just here, and then paint them like blues and oranges and that, you could have a military grade cargo vessel which you could use in homebrew scenarios and that, you know, defend the supply convoy. That's the frigate sprue. Next up we have the UCM cruiser sprue. Again, we get 2 cruisers on the sprue and most of the parts to make the different classes. We have the big rail guns here. We have engine sections, the top and hull part, top and bottom hull part, antennas, borne through. Excuse me. The main hull. Hangar bays. And just flip it over just to show here. There is all the fighters and bombers and that you could really paint up. Well, that's that one. Next up we have PHR frigate sprue. Again, 4 frigates. These are like whales kind of aesthetic, with the curved smooth top hull. And we're going in for a closer look. Focus, there we go. Some of the engines, some kind of wings. like regardless of what ships you're going to be building, you're going to have parts left over. So if you go out your back garden and grab a rock, you'll be able to glue them on there and make your own little space stations and such. Next up we have the PHR cruiser sprue. Again, curved top hull. Here we have some gun batteries. There's one part of the hull. Different size caliber guns that they have. Their manoeuvring fins. There's one of their torpedoes. Again, apologies for shaky hands. Just flip side. Amazing level of detail. Amazing. Like in places where there was absolutely no need for detail, that would be hidden. Still, amazing detail. Now we're on to the Sheltari frigate sprue. Sheltari are like porcupines in space, basically, what they actually look like. And their aesthetic is kind of like a coral kind of living ship. Well, not living as the Scourge, but like kind of coral is the best way I can describe it in my mind. And of course the camera's not focusing to pick up the detail. All the little spines and ghibli bits, whatever you call them. See? The little kind of, again, shaky hands. But again, Sheltari will take a wash amazingly. And again, even when there's no call for the detail, Hawk Wargame have put in all the detail. So that's the frigate sprue. Finally, we have the Sheltari frigates cruiser sprue. We have a look. Here's one of their void gates, just this circular thing for their transporter action malarkey. And focusing. There we go. Again, amazing detail. On the side of the main body. Void gate. A dry brush and a wash. This will be blinging. All that detail. Nightmare to create, but amazing once painted up and completed. So there we have it, a quick look through. I'm going to come back later and we'll have a look at the we'll have a look at the UCM and Scourge Kickstarter exclusives.